Good morning students. Today we'll read the first poem of our textbook Flamingo, that is My Mother at 66, an autobiographical poem by Kamala Das, who was born in Malabar of Kerala in the year 1934 and died in 2009. She is recognized as one of India's foremost poets. Her works are known for their originality, versatility and the indigenous flavor of the soil. In addition to these, she is also known for her clarity of expression, her boldness and her raising voice for the women folk. Let me show you one of her poems, that is an introduction, and look at the language used. And this is the photograph of Kamala Das, actually the cover page of her famous autobiographical novel My Story. You must read this novel, available in various languages apart from English. So here is one of her poem, an introduction. Look at the language. To know her, you should read this poem, and to know with what clarity she expresses the concern of women folk and how she talks about the emancipation of women folk, you must read The Looking Glass. Your mind will blow up after reading that poem, The Looking Glass. Now go through the lines. I don't know politics, but I know the names of those in power and can repeat them like days of week or names of months beginning with Nehru. I am Indian, very brown, born in Malabar. I speak 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1. Don't write in English, they said. English is not your mother tongue. Why not leave me alone, critics, friends, visiting cousins, every one of you? Why not let me speak in any language I like? The language I speak becomes mine, its distortions, its queerness, all mine, mine alone. It is half English, half Indian, funny perhaps, but it is honest. It is as human as I am human. Don't you see its voices, my joys, my longings, my hopes, and it is useful to me as cawing. It's to crows or roaring to the lions. It is human speech, the speech of the mind that is here and not there, a mind that sees and hears and is aware, not the deaf, blind speech of trees in storm or monsoon clouds or of rain or the incoherent mutterings of the blazing funeral pyre. So look at the language and the boldness she has. But in this poem, the poem prescribed for us in class 12 has no glimpse of such things. It is one of her personal feelings, pain, anguish, what she feels when she sees of her mother traveling to somewhere at Cochin airport. So let's read a little more about the poet. Kamala Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhavi Kutti. So her pen name was Madhavi Kutti, whereas her original name was Kamala Das. But later in 1999, under controversial circumstances, she converted to Islam and her name was changed to Kamala Suraya. Some of her works in English include the novel Alphabets of Lost, a collection of short stories, Padmavati, The Harlot and other stories. In addition to 5 books of poetry, she is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationships in lyrical idioms. My Mother at 66 is an example. So she also treats various human relationships, sometimes with her grandmother, sometimes with her mother. And her mother, who is Balamani Amma, who is mentioned here in this poem, was also a famous poetess and a recipient of Sahitya Academy, Saraswati Samman Awards and Padma Bhushan Awards. So she was a famous being. And her father, Kamala Das' father, was also a renowned person, some executive and some kind of journalist. So she belonged to a very well-known family. But you should read her autobiographical novel, that is My Story. Before you read, aging is a natural process Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? Now let's read the poem line by line. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Dozed, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. So, what happens? The poet is leaving her mother's home for Cochin International Airport by a car, maybe, and her mother is sitting beside her, close to her, and then she sees that her mother is dozing or sleeping a bit, and her mouth is open, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Ashen means the color of ash, that is grey, white is grey, here it is pale, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. But what thought she puts away? She puts away the thought that her mother has grown old and any time she may lose her. The time has approached, she has become much older and she may lose her mother, but that was a negative thought, a bad thought. That's why she refrains herself from thinking that way and changes her mind and looks outside the car through the window and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. So, here it is symbolic. Young trees sprinting, trees definitely look as if they are sprinting away when we sit in a fast moving vehicle, but in actuality, in reality, trees and plants, they do not sprint, rather we move away. That is an illusion of relative speed or relative motion. But here it has a symbolical meaning, that is young trees are sprinting away is or may be compared with our life or our age sprinting away, and we are approaching our end of our life. Our years are passing faster and faster. And then she adds, the merry children spilling out of their homes. She could see some children rushing away from their homes and are very much joyous and cheerful and merrymaking. And here also a symbol may be drawn, that is the young generation, the fresh generation are taking their place. They are entering into the world, and the adult people, the old people are gradually leaving this world, taking exit from this world. And that is the natural truth. That is truth about everyone, truth about her mother, truth about herself, and it is an eternal truth. Nobody is permanent. Everyone has to leave this world one day. So this is the deep meaning of these two lines. We will read the rest part tomorrow. So thank you for today.